Hi, everybody. This is Brian Budd, and this is Simply Bud. Got a new one here for you. This one is from Tim Pool's channel. We talk about it today. Hedonism is causing societal decay and cultural imbalance. Don't like to be doom and gloom, but we do have to see the 500-pound elephant in the room. Let's get started.
But the reality is, things you need the bad and the good. You need the balance, and we're losing the balance. So without light, there's no dark. Without pain, there is no joy or whatever. Hollywood is just targeting the positive as much as possible over and over and over again, and so that means it's going to pursue social things that can. And it's not just Hollywood. It's big tech. It's the media. This is why the right tends to get banned and the left tends to get overly promoted, because the left takes that entitled approach to things where everyone should feel good and
Okay, so I understand what Tim Pool's saying, but at the same time, it's not just right versus left. It's just the way things are. When you see a very low trust society, what you're seeing right now with the way people act, people are always on edge. You see when people are driving the car, the road rage, flipping people off. I'm mad. All those things. You see those things going on. Not just that, but people are tired. They're burnt out, and they are overworked and underpaid. Some people are working as many as three, four jobs just to get by. And it's understandable that people are losing their edge. But the thing is what I want to say is that being the point of what I'm trying to say is the fact that this is what they want. They want people to be divided between rich and poor, black and white, not knowing that it's only a few thousand people that control everything. Let's continue.
be given everything they want all the time. If someone is hungry, they should be fed. And then the right takes a more realistic approach of sometimes there's no food and sometimes there's no medicine. Well, you got to ban those things. Those are sad things. Only promote the things that are everyone feels good all the time, and that leads us down this path of, I guess, moral corruption or social decay or something.
Well, I don't know that they focus on the happy, but they certainly focus on the altruistic.
That's what I mean
Yeah,
to say.
and the right. This is where the moral inconsistency comes in. The left is 100% altruistic. If you need, you have moral priority. If you don't need, you're expendable, and you're only more valuable to the extent that you satisfy that need. The right says you need to hustle in a little selfishness in order to live.
But not just that. What I mean to say is, if someone is doing something,
I would say that probably more than likely there's hedonism, but I think a lot of it is because there is no choice. A lot of guys are faced with the fact that they can't compete in a dating market where most women, and I'm not knocking women, don't get me wrong, are hypergamous. That's just human nature. That's been the way it's been since time infinitum. I mean, women want the strongest, the best man capable to passing on their genes to the next generation. It's been like that for since even before Christ came, right? So, but now with social media, it has put it on almost a steroidal type of skyrocketing thing. It's like if you look at dating right now, the way people used to meet used to be in bars, used to be workplace, used to be family members and coworkers. After 2012, online dating surpassed that, and then after COVID, it just went parabolic, and now you have women basically going after the top tier guys. When the top tier guys, the expectations get higher, yet the females that are dating typically now don't have what our grandparents had, where they had to work 5 times as less to get a woman that was a 7 or an 8. Now a guy today has to work 10 to 20 times harder just to get an average one that's a 5 or a 6 on the look scale. That's decent in that respect. Social media has destroyed women's brains. Okay, Facebook, TikTok, you know, things of that nature. Instagram, the Insta floozies. Men, same thing with porn. It's the same thing. So we're kind of both responsible, and I think a lot of it has to do with meaning. But the thing is, if you're looking at meaning, it's kind of hard for men to find meaning because if you have a society where you have no ownership, you have no stake, there's no reason for men to actually care. And I think that's where the hedonism comes in, because men are the leaders naturally, women follow, right? You get the women and children, you get the children, once you get the women, the children will follow. That was Hitler's great quote. And the thing is that that is you get the men to not be the leaders that they're supposed to be, because there's no incentive for them anymore. It becomes a very dark, dystopic issue.
Like we're seeing this expansion with the like child sex change surgery and things like that.
Yeah.
If the child says they're a dragon, they're a dragon. Don't be mean to them. Affirm what
Yeah,
they
that
want.
primacy of consciousness. Yeah,
Right.
you don't want to cause any discomfort.
Exactly.
You don't want to make them feel stressed. It's the primacy of emotions over reason, right? It all goes down that binary road.
And it's destructive.
It's very destructive.
That's what I mean to say.
Because people take their emotions as primaries, and your emotions aren't primaries. They're based on values that you've evaluated.
I mean, I guess like I said, hedonism is because societal decay and culture. A lot of this is like water is wet with Tim Pool, and I'm not knocking him. He's a very popular podcaster, but I think it comes down to having purpose and meaning. Happiness is very temporary. Having goals is great, but once you reach that goal, then what else is next? You have to have meaning, and meaning for a lot of people is just getting to help other people, help their fellow man, or for women and men to come together. But I think a lot of it has to do with meaning, because if you don't have meaning, you don't have anything. You know, Goals are nothing without discipline. Motivation is crap. I mean, I believe David Goggins is correct when he says that. And speaking of societal decay, let's go to this one. This is insane. Um, and I'll show you what they're talking about here. This is a tip for New York, bearing signs of societal decay.
Here's a sign of societal decay. Another sign that our civilization is
Oh, that's the broad from Australia, that news one, I think. Yeah. I guess I'll lay it from User. Okay, let's go back.
in serious decline. From the subway in New York
Ew.
City, where a man in a
Hold
white
on.
jacket and
Is she,
black leggings
wait, whoa,
is
hold on.
rampaging. From the subway in New York City, where a man in the white jacket and black leggings, sign of societal decay. Another sign that our civilization is
Is she? Hold on. What is she doing? Is she? er, Hold on one second.
in serious decline. From the subway in New York City, where a man in the white jacket and black leggings is
She's literally filing her bunions on the subway. It's like a bunch of Parmesan cheese. That that is disgusting. I've used the pumice stone on my feet. I got ugly feet, but I usually do it in the comfort of my own home, usually in the bathroom, so my girlfriend doesn't see me. Don't look at me. I'm just joking. That's just gross. New York bearing signs of societal decay. I mean, that's New York City.
rampaging on a train. Looks like there are plenty of able-bodied men around watching. He targets a woman, sits next to her, and begins to assault her. What do you think happened next? Did the men on the train step in and protect this woman from a violent thug? Did someone bother yelling at him to stop, to show there was more of them than him?
Yeah, well, if he would have stopped them and, whatever, this is the problem with somebody like her. That being said, he'll be Daniel Penny. He'll have to go through a court case. He'll get sued, because, oh, he was just minding his own business or whatever. So there's a reason why that's the case. But yeah, I mean, the thing is that it's hard because, yeah, as a man, you want to do something about it. At the same time, you know, typically there's nothing you really want to do because you get in trouble for the simple fact that if you do something about it, you get sued or called a racist or whatever. And I think that's part of the problem. Tell me what you think in the comments. I'm Brian Budd here for Simply Bud, and I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe, and make sure you ring that bell for new notifications. And I will see you on the next one.